Yeah, so I wanted to give a quick review on these headlights. First off, the jump. We'll start with the negatives. They're not. They don't have a really good. Got a decent build quality, but you get what you pay for. The lenses are these were used, and the lenses are not. They already got some scratches on them and everything like that. I'm definitely gonna say. I think when that Texas sun hit them, I don't think they're gonna last long. So I'm probably gonna just put some paint protection film on them once I clean them and buff them out. Um, One of the benefits. Oh, let me show you the other con. The con is the way they did the wiring on these. Well, one, they're not heat protected like OEM. OEM ones uses a thermal rated tape on them so they don't get hot and break. Because honestly, you can see my 3 Series back there, my E90. That is a very common problem. That car is 18 years old and all the insulation on the wiring was pretty much broken off. So I had to reseal everything. But one thing I give it to GM with the headlights on the Vette, they use a heat protecting wire protector on it, which is great. What I'm gonna do with these before I even close these back up and put them in, I'm gonna wrap some felt tape around them, friction tape around these. One, for that protection, but also two is be mainly because I was following a video because one reason I went with these headlights was watching Jay Reed's Love of Cars. His channel, he has a great channel for vet content, so make sure you follow him. But he was telling us how when you put these in, the wiring, you see my finger in there. So the wiring that runs to like the switchback and the main control board inside of the headlights would actually be showing under the projector beam. So what I'm going to do is, there's no reason I'm using friction tape. I'm gonna use black tape. You kind of hide the wiring a little bit, so you can't really see the wiring that much. And I'm gonna try to tuck it around the housing so you don't see the wiring. Other than that, man, I think these are a good buy for a headlight, especially even at the $500 price point. The one thing that people are not talking about, which I did not notice until now, this uses a 3-inch xenon projector versus the OEM's 2.5-inch. Now, I'm not saying the 2.5-inch in the LED, the 2.5-inch one that's in OEM headlight wasn't adequate, but we're going with the 3-inch. It puts out a lot more lighting output, probably like 30% more lighting output. So that makes it more towards what's coming out currently with some of the new builds. So like with newer headlights. So that's a plus already in its own right. Let's just also talk about how they are designed. I think at first I thought I wasn't going to like them. When I did put them on the car and test fit them. Look really good. Especially, I thought it wasn't gonna match the cyber gray with the silver stripe, but it looks really good with these headlights. I like the switchback. I tested out the switchback headlight. I mean the switchback LED strip here. It's bright. Has a really nice pattern to it. So they look really good. I think they're going to be a really good headlight. But first thing I'm gonna do is just try to. I guess this video is also about how I'm gonna make them a little better. Like number one, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this. Hello, I'm going to wrap this wiring up with some black friction tape. I'm gonna get some electrical tape and some black friction tape, because not only will that help with potential of heat causing issues with the insulation on the wiring, but also just cover up some of that. Because I think it looked really bad. Like, I'm just not even gonna lie to you. Like, I saw it, I was like, I can't roll like that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up and then buff the headlights out. And another thing I'm gonna do to make these a little better, I'm gonna go ahead and put some PPF on it. some clear PPF film, headlight film on it to help with UV protection and also scratch protection. So we're gonna get on that. We're gonna do that today. So. You kind of gotta tuck the wires behind this ballast right here. I mean, not ballast, this projector. Try to get it tucked inside of here. If you do that, you gotta get it out of the way of the project. Get out of the way of that projector so you won't see it when you cut the light on. So, nonetheless, let's see how it works out. Should have cleaned out this projector because unfortunately dropping a lot of dirt in there. So I might have to get a vacuum or compressed air and blow it all out. So, which I don't have. So let's see. I had to go buy a can of compressed air. So I'll be back. Alright, so as you can see, there is no, I'll cut the lights off so y'all can even show you better. But there's no, you can't see the wiring inside of the lights anymore. So I fixed that issue. So yeah, there we go. I also wanted to show you guys the custom, this is going to be the next video. The custom fog lights I made. These are semi-functional. They're going to be it's going to be attached to an oil and transcooler setup that I'm gonna do going later. That's going to be later down, probably the next week or two. It's going to be done. I did want to say a few tips. If you guys are going to be using these headlights, I'm gonna say they came out great. First off, they look really good. You know what I'm saying? For the price, you get them for $400. You can't beat it. One thing I am going to say is another thing I forgot to mention in the video, besides what I mentioned, of course, cover up the wires with some black electrical tape. But also another thing I want to say is get you some gaskets, because the ones that came with mine were too big. You can see it in the video. As you go through the video, you will see it. So get you some new headlight gas from Amazon. They're $28. So you can get the ones from Amazon for $28. Put them on. They actually just work. They look just like OEM. I saw the ones on my stock headlights. They look just like them. At first, I thought they were terrible, but they actually are the same as the stock ones. It's $28, and just put those on, because if you use the other ones that came with the headlights, Now this might just be mine, but I feel like they were too big, and that you can see them like, which it might for some people you might like that. Me, I just want it to look like it was stock, but sometimes it'd be so big that they'll actually overhang over the bumper and the fender, and you'll see the gasket hanging over it. So if you don't want to see that, just get you some stock, ones. So. But yeah, other than that, overall, everything came out good. I'll show a little video a little later showing how the install went with the other mods that I did as well. So we'll get to that in another video. Be down here checking out.